Newly crowned Verizon IndyCar Series champion Josef Newgarden's road to the title this year had several key moments and people along the way that saw his potential to win races. In his first full season in Europe in 2009, eventual Porsche factory driver and 24 Hours of Le Mans winner Nick Tandy saw that in Newgarden, by way of his late brother's, Joe Tandy, race team, Joe Tandy Racing. Newgarden had drawn the team's attention by way of his performance in the 2008 Formula Ford Festival, after he and Connor Daly had won the year's Team USA scholarship. Nick Tandy picked up the rest of the story from there. "I paid attention to him the last 8 years. We saw Josef come over to the UK the end of 2008, via the Team USA scholarship," Tandy told NBC Sports. Photo courtesy of IMSA. He raced in the 1600 division of Formula Ford Festival and won that in that class. I think I was racing in the other class at the time, so I kind of noticed what was going on with him. Then he decided it'd be a good thing, between he and his family, to race in the UK. He joined my brother's team, Joe Tandy Racing, as we started the team in 2007. It was well established by then. He very nearly won the title in his first year. He won the most races of anyone in the season. He just had a bit of bad luck that cost him a few races. The year between the Tandys and the Newgardens was one of triumph and tragedy, as Joe Tandy lost his life that year in a road accident at age 26. The bond between Newgarden and Nick Tandy, 32, has remained strong to this day. "We've been great friends ever since. It was nice when we raced at Long Beach, IMSA and IndyCar. We'd always check in on each other to see what he's up to," Tandy reflected. Tandy said how Newgarden integrated himself into the European scene spoke to his determination to succeed, since it can be difficult for Americans living abroad to do so. After his 1 year with JTR in the British Formula Ford Championship, where he finished second in points, Newgarden moved on to GP3 the next year with Carlin. "He's got on really well in UK. He came over literally on his own. And sometimes that's not so nice for young guys coming over, moving away from home," Tandy said. "He integrated into the team and our family at JTR. And he's been part of the team ever since. So we've always followed him. It was great to see him win at Sonoma. Follow it." Tony D'Azzino. Giacomo Mattiola's Scuderia Casa team has built up a pretty impressive reputation and record over 5 years. After debuting in 2012, the team won the 2013 Grand Am GT class title with Alessandro Balzan and has now won 3 straight IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship GT Daytona class titles, with Townsend Bell and Bill Sweetler in 2015 and now 2 in a row with Balzan and Christina Nielsen in 2016 and 2017. Balzan's had different co-drivers before and will add another new one to his plate in 2018, Cooper McNeil having been confirmed Tuesday with WeatherTech Racing support for the team's Ferrari 488 GT3 next season. McNeil has struggled to find the right similar championship-winning pedigree in the merged series after going back-to-back in the American Le Mans Series GTC class in 2012 and 2013 with Jeroen Bleekemolen, and has won only 1 race in the last 4 years. Whether it was with Lakeen and Alex Job Racing or this year with both a Porsche and a Mercedes at Bill Riley's usual title-contending operation, McNeil, a true silver-rated driver, has been unable to scale the same heights. McNeil joins the champs. Photo courtesy of IMSA. Moving into the team where he competes in Ferrari Challenge and was also in a T-Spec 488 car with Bull and Sweetler at this year's 24 Hours of Le Mans, and finishing 3rd in the G-Team class, provides him arguably the best possible situation to re-enter the championship-winning frame in the series now sponsored by WeatherTech. "We raced this year with Scuderia Casa at Le Mans and finished 3rd co-driving with Bill Sweetler and Townsend Bell," McNeil said. "I also raced the full season of Ferrari Challenge with them and am in the hunt for the championship with 2 races left. It was a natural for us to transition into the Ferrari with our experience with the brand this season. I am looking forward to driving with Alessandro and we will be looking to equal the success the team had this year in IMSA and finish a couple places better at Le Mans too." Gunnar Jeanette, McNeil's 2017 full-season co-driver, and 2017 Michael Shank Racing driver Jeff Siegel will round out this car's lineup at the Rolex 24 at Daytona. Siegel is a Ferrari GT specialist, having won all of the Rolex 24 at Daytona, Mobil won 12 hours of Sebring, 24 hours of Le Mans and Solon 6 hours of the Glen in a Ferrari. He shifted to Shank's Acura NSX GT3 program this year. Balzan and Nielsen. Photo courtesy of IMSA. For Balzan and Nielsen, it's an end of an era after 2 very successful years where the measure of both championships was achieved by a wealth of consistency. This year, although the pairing won only once at Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca, a run of 6 straight podiums after a season-opening DNF at Daytona owing to an engine failure put them in a hole they'd need to dig out of. Already looking back now, 6 podiums in a row was kind of unreal, Balsan told NBC Sports. Plus we've gone all top 5s except for 1/6. It was crazy. Scuderia Casa always gave perfect car and strategy. We always stayed out of trouble. It was great. Winning at Laguna Seca was special. We'd started top 10 but I really wanted to win, as we were so close at the Glen and so close at Mosport before a technical issue. It was our home race and where I started racing with Scuderia Casa 5 years ago. To win in front of our 200 guests, in a Ferrari in our 70th anniversary, was special. Balsan was key to note before the deal was struck to keep him with Scuderia Casa next season. Without Nielsen, he's not actually a Ferrari factory driver despite the outward appearance as such. My history in the US has always been with Scuderia Casa and Ferrari. A lot of teams think I'm factory. I'm not. I'm proud to race Ferrari as an Italian-American, but I have no straight connection. Making my debut with them at Le Mans this year, and with Christina and Brett Curtis, was a dream come true. I had never been there before. I always said, if I go there to race, so I was a Le Mans beginner and a virgin. We had a lot of challenges there, but Le Mans is Le Mans, and it was a beautiful thing. We learned a lot. Nielsen now faces an uncertain future as she looks to continue racing in IMSA and in North America. The Dane, who now lives in Los Angeles, has rapidly established herself over her 3 full-time seasons in contending for the title in all 3 years, and winning 2 of them. A Sebring win in 2016 in the debut of the 488 GT3 driving with Balsan and Siegel stands out as a big win among others. Winning in the second year of the car proved a testament to her ability and that of the team to note it wasn't down to a car advantage. It feels amazing. It's always easy to point fingers at first year with the car. But to do it a second year in a row, to know it, and go against a bunch of manufacturers, very professional teams, and to be able to beat that feels absolutely amazing, she said. To be in strong contention for championship, you can have one really bad DNF, and we had ours at Daytona. We had no chance to do it again the rest of the year basically, and we executed it. With the hope that Nielsen can land elsewhere on the GTD grid next season, she's certainly deserving of a shot. It'll be an intriguing subplot to see whether she or the revised Scuderia Casa lineup will remain atop the GTD heap. Follow at Tony DeZeno.